This is a wake-up call to the African leaders to take inventory of what is really happening in their countries. Do they really need the peanuts that are coming in as aid? You have your natural resources. You have everything you need to take care of your people. Why do you continue to be beggars? You take, for example, cocoa. Majority of the cocoa coming out of the world comes from West Africa, and yet it's only recently that African nations were allowed to add value to their cocoa. President Traore is standing up. He is saying the natural resources in Burkina Faso, they belong to the people of Burkina Faso. Niger is doing the same thing. Mali is doing the same thing. Every leader must look at what's happening in the Sahel nations to say, like anybody else, you must take care of your people. You see, it takes two to tango. If President Trump does not want a relationship with Africa, Africans shouldn't be begging for it. Africans must take a position and protect their turf. China wants to come and exploit Africa. They'll get away with it to the extent that Africans allow them. I think that what was done to brainwash black people around the world, long before they even left Africa, we are still suffering from that legacy of colonization, the legacy of slavery, where the people in power, they themselves don't believe they can do it. We still have leaders who believe you can't make it unless you're working with white people. We have individuals who think only something brought in by white people is what's likely to succeed. With that kind of mentality, it is a very difficult battle. Our battle to succeed, to unite as the African continent, it is a battle of the mind.
What's up? Welcome back to my YouTube channels. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. So welcome back to my YouTube channel. So in the last 3 to 4 days or 1 week, there have been a fight between West Africa and South Africa about Zulu. This fight really therefore uses us to divide we as Africans. But guess what? After that, there is this story of Ibrahim Traore. As we all know that Ibrahim Traore is the president of Burkina Faso. So for now, all eyes and all Africans, Caribbean has turned up and are really supporting Ibrahim Traore. As we all know that USA and France are now united so that can remove Ibrahim Traore from power. Guess what? Do you know why Caribbean are supporting Burkina Faso? Africa is supporting Traore. Jamaica is supporting Traore. But first, let's watch this video until the end, and then I'll come back with more comment.
Complicated system. Most of you who are young like me, we were born into this system. But that's not what can allow Burkina to thrive. Because in this situation, there are only two cases. Either we accept to fight, or we remain slaves forever. I told you once, there are those who are slaves in their minds. They can only serve their master. And those people try every time to manipulate you. You must advise each other. Because every situation can be exploited by these enemies of the nation to try to discourage you, to demotivate you. So, you must advise each other and not pay attention to certain remarks. Our country has long been in attention to certain remarks, even on some media. Not everyone is obliged to be patriotic. You are the first patriots. You have decided to defend the homeland. There is nothing better than that. Those who want to support you, let them support you. Those who want to discourage you through writings, you must close your ears and move forward.
Every time Africa tries to rise, there's always some type of narrative that gets pushed. And this time,
very clear on why they're going after Ibrahim Traore and Burkina Faso. It's because Ibrahim Traore is going to give Africans free education, and because Ibrahim Traore is doing the right thing by its citizens and making sure that people there have a home. Ibrahim is looking out for the people of Burkina Faso, not himself. He is becoming extremely popular amongst the youth across the African diaspora. So it is no surprise to me that they are now trying to take this man out, because your accusations are definitely not working. And even the president of South Africa has stated they reject your allegations against Captain Ibrahim Traore. The bottom line is the French and America are being pushed out of these people's resources, which is only fair. The audacity of the West to think that they should have some rights to anything this president has in his country is crazy. Because if anyone were to come to America and stake claim over our resources, we would lose our shit.
But Vladimir Putin, this is what I'm talking about, man, when I say get my president real support. Because one thing about it, man, I love to see what the West is doing over there. I love to see them being able to build and take care of themselves. I love how they getting free health care. I love how they ran them cowards from France right back to where they came from. Real talk. This is what you call a real president. This is somebody that I would be honored to serve with, honored to serve for. Real talk, man. I understand why they hate your guts so much, because they don't like it when we real and we melanated, and they know we stand on business, and every day we put our life on the line to make sure that our people can wake up and live better, and that our kids can have a better future. Our grandkids can live the life that they supposed to live and don't have to keep being a slave to this system. Woo! That's why I love you, man. You hear me? Ibrahim Traore, you are my hero. You and Melo, man, between y'all two, I don't know who I love the most. He a soldier, but you are a true leader. Real talk, man. Y'all like, share, comment until we go viral on this video, and meet me at the downtown City Hall in Dallas on April 30th. We protesting worldwide. Let's make this go viral.
when I said that I look at black men funny when they are so proud about serving in the military of former colonizers, I wasn't talking out of nowhere. Check this out. You see this coon over here. I'm not even going to say his name because saying his name is a compliment. He's a coon. This man over here wants to take out Ibrahim Traore because apparently he's a dictator and he's hoarding the gold. And we've seen this formula over and over again. We want to give these low-income countries, these people, democracy. It's always democracy with these people, huh? And they have to use, of course, a coon to justify their means. Before I was nice, but now I don't care anymore. If you are a black man and you are so proud to be high up in the ranks in the army of a former colonizer, there's two things. Either you need to reevaluate your life choices or you're lost. I'm convinced that these Western countries don't know what democracy means. I'm convinced. Because if you really knew what that meant, you would not be involving yourself in another man's country. You can't even fix your poverty. You can't fix your schooling system, your police crime. That country is cursed. It is corrupt. And you have the audacity, after all the problems that you guys have over there, you want to come to another man's country and tell him how to run their country? Are you stupid or stupid? Which one is it? This man needs to be protected. We need to protect this man. The amount of times there have been plots on his life is insane. No. From the diaspora, everyone from the diaspora on the continent, we need to protect, we need to find a way. I don't know how, but something has to be done, because this man is doing something for this continent and for everyone else. I swear, this man needs to be protected. That's all I have to say.
Just know that if anything happens to Ibrahim Traore, the international community will experience the largest African uprising it's ever experienced. Because y'all thought the Arab Spring was bad? Fuck with that man. Because you think that after many of us have realized how much money the Western world has made off of the back of African bodies, off of our own natural resources without paying us appropriately, and additionally treating us like shit, like we're the bottom barrel of people. Matter of fact, we weren't even people. You think that after we've realized that, we're gonna allow you to kill another one of our revolutionaries and just roll over and take it? Okay. You think that after many of us have realized that Europe has unleashed some of its worst sociopaths on our continent? Look up King Leopold of Belgium. Look up what he did to the Congo. Look up why there's so many amputees in the Congo. You think that after many of us have fully grasped and understood what you did to our continent, we're just gonna roll over and take it? And just a fun fact in case you didn't realize this, the majority of young people currently live in Africa. By 2050, the majority of people under the age of 35 will inhabit the sub-Saharan African continent. Okay? And rather than the international community creating allies with this new group that is coming about, this new generation that is very different from their parents, because not only do we know what the fuck is going on, we are not like our parents. We don't think that we're less than people in the West. We've been here. We understand how it works. We know what the fuck is going on. Rather than using this opportunity as your redemption arc, y'all are doubling down. Emmanuel Macron, this is the hill you're gonna die on. You fucking weirdo and your weirdo wife. Leader of a country that's stolen so much, being a thief, this is the hill y'all are gonna die on? And you think that the new generation of African young people that are coming up are just gonna roll over and take it? Okay, go ahead. Because the way this man has garnered support from the, like, you don't feel it, you don't see it because you're not in the circle, you're not in it, so you don't see what I'm talking about, but try that man. Hurt a finger on that man and see what happens. Because all he's saying is, let us keep our shit. All he's saying is, let us keep our shit. Is that crazy? Because in the West, ownership seems to be a huge thing. Y'all are all about ownership and private ownership, and this is mine and this is yours. So let us keep our shit.
General Langley, I see that you are making waves on these social media streets, okay? Burkina Bay people have sent me to give you a message. They said they are very, very happy with Captain Ibrahim Traore. They are very happy with him. They don't have a problem with him. They understand what you are trying to do, but they are very, very happy with Captain Ibrahim Traore and what he's doing for them. So I thought that I would send you this message in case there was some misunderstanding. Captain Ibrahim Traore also kind of understands why you threw him under the bus and it was you. Because when he took this mission to free his people, he knew that based on history and based on what the West have done to their leaders, including Thomas Sankara, he knew that they were going to send you. So we were aware that you were coming. I just want to give you a little tip and a little side note. It's not only Burkina Bay people that are happy for him. In fact, the whole of Africa have sent me. Yes, this is a very risky thing you are doing. Look, Africans are very, very happy with Ibrahim Traore. To them, he's a hope of Africa. So I just thought that I would whisper this in your ear. That next time you go in front of your masters, I have a list of people that Africans have sent me to let you know that you can go after those people. But my brother, you know that in America, we are second-class citizens. Why you for do that? And Captain Ibrahim Traore, you know, the system that makes us three-quarters of a human being. Say, you know what I'm talking about. The system that makes us three-quarters of a human being, the only way we'll get out of it is if Africa unites. Okay? Right now, the Sahel people have united. And as Africans in America, African Americans, Black Americans, our respect is tied to the freedom of Africa. So, my brother, make you not do that. Next time, please call Dr. Uma, Dr. Uma Johnson, before you take this mission.
Guys, we need to keep Captain Ibrahim Traore in our prayers. We need to pray to God Almighty that the Lord covers this man, because he is doing God's work in Africa. There have been almost 20 assassination attempts on this man. They are coming for his life like nobody's business. They are trying to lie about this man, to say that he's a ruthless dictator who doesn't want democracy for his countries, XYZ, just as an excuse to go in, kill him, and, you know, just really mess up the country and extract the resources. But you know why? That's not going to work. What you did to Gaddafi is not going to work in this day and age, because you know what? We've got social media and we can see what this man is doing to change his country. We could see with our eyes that he's doing it for the better. You may have been able to get away with lying about Gaddafi, all right? You may have been able to get away with that because social media wasn't that big back then. But now we can see it with our eyes. The change that he's doing for his country is astounding, and he's far from the wicked dictator that you are trying to paint him to be. Any weapon formed against him and his country shall not prosper. In just 3 years, he cleared Burkina Faso's national debt. He cleared it. He's building roads. He's building schools. He's made free education for all those in his country. He's taken charge of the gold mines in Burkina Faso, okay? He's taken responsibility for refining his own gold and not relying on Western powers who are just exploiting the country, taking all the gold, taking all the resources, and paying these poor people in Africa pennies for the resources. I'm from Ghana, and this man is so well respected in my country. And the way this man has transformed, absolutely transformed his country in such a short amount of time, has just shone a light on how pathetic these African leaders are. The other African leaders have been heads of state, like I said, for decades and not done one single thing. They've taken the money for themselves to send their children to private schools in Europe. They've just been pocketing the money, not caring about the people. Ibrahim Traore's work has shone a light on all the corruption in Africa. In 3 years, look at what the man has done. In 3 years, he's done more than even some European leaders have done in their own countries. 3 years. And it shows we can do it. We can do it. But our leaders just do not want to. The Saudi government actually offered this man, and bear in mind, this man is a Muslim man, Captain Ibrahim Traore, he's a Muslim man. The Saudi government offered to build 40 mosques, or a certain amount of mosques nationwide in Burkina Faso. Ibrahim Traore said, "Thank you for your kindness, but we need the money to invest in our country. We could think about building the mosques later, but we don't need that right now. We need money to help develop the people." They kicked France out and their military bases. They've started making their own cars, producing their own tires. They've literally said, we have everything we need in Mother Africa. We do not depend on the rest of the world. Everything we need is under our feet. Why are we depending on foreign powers who their countries are not rich in natural resources? France is not known for their natural resources, yet they were exporting gold in large quantities, not from their own soil, but off the back of the miners in Burkina Faso, you know. So it's just this mindset of, we've got everything we need in Africa. We don't need France. France need us. And what I'm going to say is, if they kill President Ibrahim Traore, if they kill him, okay, which is what they're planning to do, all right? If they unalive him, nobody should complain. No one should complain about mass immigration into Europe from Africa, okay? Because this man is building an Africa where we are self-reliant. We don't need to go to Europe. Our parents, our, you know, families, they don't feel like they need to go outside the country to have a better future. He is the beginning, the genesis of a self-sufficient and a self-reliant Africa. And of course, they want to stop this. So if they unalive this man, I don't want to hear anybody complaining about, oh, there's so many Africans in Europe, we need to limit mass immigration from these poor shithole countries. Shithole countries is what Trump called Africa, full of shithole countries, right? Like, this guy is setting the foundation for a self-reliant Africa where Africans rely on Africans. It's interdependence, not independence. But yeah, let's keep Ibrahim Traore in our prayers. Let's pray for his safety, pray for his good health and longevity, because he is laying the foundation of a strong and self-sufficient Africa. He is the voice of the African people, the young, intelligent,
Africans who are just full of life, all right? We are crying for change. It's just that our leaders don't want change. And Ibrahim Traore has shown us that if we get the right leaders, Africa is just unstoppable.
Welcome back. Hope you have watched the full clip. And now I left and saying that why Africa? Why black people? Why all over across the world are uniting, defending Ibrahim Traore from being removed from power? Because of imperialism. And imperialism is that's the Caribbean countries now fighting for it. As we know that France was the colonizer of Burkina Faso, and this Traore is fighting for imperialism. That's why that has made them to united. Imagine we have been with imagine all now African and Caribbean and all black people across the world has now united and defending Ibrahim Traore from being removed from power because of imperialism. Caribbean, Jamaica are being being hunted because of this imperialism. So now we have only one mission. Now we have only one mission across the world. All black people, all Caribbean, all Jamaica, all African, all black American, all to defend Ibrahim Traore from being arrested or being assassinated or being removed from power by Western countries, France and United States. United States they have now come together with France. The reason of their mission is to remove Ibrahim Traore from power. They are now using their General Likely, to remove Ibrahim Traore from power. But guess what? All world are now behind, all black color are now behind Ibrahim Traore. We will not accept this thing to happen anymore. As we know that this generation is a wake-up generation. They don't sleep. They see far. They want freedom. They want their country to be ruled by themselves, but not to be ruled by colonialism. These things has really affected the African and also the Caribbean. There's no development in their country because of this imperialism of these white countries. These Western countries are being affecting the development of African people. Now, if you come across in social media, you will find anywhere hashtag Ibrahim Traore, free Ibrahim Traore, don't arrest Ibrahim Traore. So these oppressors have been using us for so long time by using our leaders to using the leaders to climb so that they steal our resources from our motherland, Africa. Africa is the largest mineral supply across the world. But these minerals not helping us. This natural resource is not helping us because of imperialism. So this thing we are fighting for our own. All Caribbean have now united in only one mission to defend one and only Ibrahim Traore from being removed from power. As we all know that Ibrahim Traore is doing a lot of development in Burkina Faso. He didn't done anything wrong for doing development. He did nothing wrong by chasing this France colonizing from Burkina Faso. He is just doing his work. And we need to appreciate his work. So we will not allow these Western countries to come and interfere with our business. We will not allow them to come and arrest Ibrahim Traore. We will not allow them to come and remove Ibrahim Traore from power. These people are the one who is sponsoring the gangs. They have attempted 18 assassination against Ibrahim Traore, but all have failed. So, while they have come together to defend their own, all black color has come out and to defend their own Traore. We have seen even New York have come out and defend Ibrahim Traore. They have stand up that no one will touch Ibrahim Traore. This time they have touched the life wire. They have killed a lot of people because of the power that they brave. So they want a leader who can be a puppet to them. So this time round, thank you Jamaicans. Thank you black people for standing with Traore. And this thing I have been advocating in this channel, that we Africa, we need to come together. We need to unite it. But thank you for now, because we have realized that these people have been using us. Thank you, because we have now realized that these people, their main aim is not developing our country. Their main aim is to loot from our own resources. Let's watch this and we will see how these things will end up. But we all know that we must stop these people from arresting Traore. Thank you so much for watching my video once more, and please remember to subscribe to my YouTube channel, share, comment and like. Thank you so much. Bye for now. May Allah bless you. Bye.